Welcome back to Let's Binge. We're your hosts. I'm Carmie.
I'm Keilee.
And today we're finishing season 2.
And it took us so long because somebody had to go and get married on us.
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, it's been a month, but we just posted part 1, I guess. We just posted episode 4 today. It will not be today when you're saying this or hearing this, but
today for us.
Yes. And this one will be uploaded pretty quickly after. So yeah, we're back.
It's been a bit.
Listen, everybody needs a break every once in a while.
Yes. Right? We were 3 episodes in. Needed a month of breaks.
Yeah. Listen, season 2 was a lot,
okay? we just couldn't do it anymore.
No. So for today's episode, we're starting with episode 10, and it is called Theory.
Unlikely alliances form when the person controlling the Kanema takes Scott and Styles hostage, and the Argents plan their revenge after a devastating loss.
I don't remember any of these episodes, so I'm not going to pretend like I do.
Reading it, I kind of remember it.
I think this was my favorite episode.
I really like this episode. I remember that.
Yeah, because this is the police station episode, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. This was a good one. I loved this episode.
I know. As soon as I started reading the summary, I was like, "Oh fuck yeah!"
Yeah, pretty good. So, okay. What do you have as your first?
So we have. So I put.
Is it Matt explaining?
Yeah, that he's the master.
Yes.
Like,
who is he talking to? Scott?
No. Maybe it is Scott. So Matt's the master.
About Jackson. He's telling somebody about. Well, yeah. Okay. So we ended last episode with Scott staring at Matt and the Kanema after the party.
Hold on.
And the police show up, and they all run, and...
Yeah. Okay, so it's Matt explaining why he becomes the master, and then flashes to them in the sheriff's station. Okay. Because they're looking at his cranium. They're looking at the video footage of him from the hospital.
Okay, I remember.
Yeah, because I was like looking through it, and I was like, distinct cranium. Yes, I know this line!
Okay, I remember now. Okay, so Matt tells Scott about how he became the master.
Yes.
At the party.
Yes.
Not at the party, but after.
Yeah.
So he explains that we get this whole, like, past montage, basically.
Yeah, where he, like, shows up to hang out with Isaac.
Yep.
And then ends up, the swim team, like, throws him in the pool.
Yep.
And he drowns because he can't swim.
Yep.
And Mr. Leahy's like, you can never tell anyone about this.
Yeah, and he was young.
Yeah.
Matt.
He looks the same age, but according to him, he was like 7 years old.
Yeah. So Matt finds out about Jackson because he did something to where he could see what Jackson was recording on his iPad or whatever.
Yeah. And
then when Jackson left his house, the first person that he saw was Matt, and they touched hands
through glass.
And then he became the Kanema's master after that. I wrote down a question. I don't know if it's mentioned later on, but how did Matt get Harris's car? Because he's been driving around in Harris's car.
Because he doesn't have a car.
So he just stole his car?
He just broke into Harris's house and was like, I'm going to take your car keys.
Yeah, literally. But, like, every single night.
Yeah.
I don't know. Interesting. So...
Only the nights he knew he was asleep, though.
Yeah.
Like the clock.
Oh, okay. So then Scott and Styles go to Noah.
Sheriff. Yeah.
And it's like super late at night. Nobody's there.
Yeah.
And they're telling him that Matt is a bad guy and has killed people.
And they're telling him everything.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Nothing supernatural.
Yeah. And this Stiles is like, our swim team sucks.
Yeah.
And then Stiles goes, trust Scott? And Noah goes, Scott, I trust.
And then Matt shows up.
No, before that, so they're watching the video.
Oh, yeah.
And fucking Stiles the whole time goes, Matt's head. He's got a very distinct cranium. It's weird.
Yeah, okay, so Matt was at the hospital.
Yes.
That's where we see him kill the pregnant, or she wasn't pregnant anymore, lady. Yeah.
And we find out that Matt and Melissa talked.
Yes. So, Noah tells Scott to call Melissa and to get her down to the police station so she can see or ID Matt and say that she remembers talking to Matt.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah.
And Sheriff Stilinski said 3 is not enough, but 4 is enough for a warrant.
Yeah. So, then Matt...
Jackson kills the front desk lady.
Yeah, so Matt and the Kanema.
And he shows up with a gun.
Yes. Who's giving children guns. I'm not quite sure. Oh, no, he took it off the
police.
Cop.
Yeah,
Jackson died.
Yeah.
Or Jackson died. Jackson killed.
I was like, he comes back.
And then do we cut to Dr. D?
Yeah, that's what I have. Yeah, I said Dr. D came to help Derek with a dog whistle.
Yep. Helping the Hales is part of his life, is something that he says.
And we find out as well, Derek is still an alpha.
Yes, I have that down as well. So, is he just human now, or is he, like, still a wolf?
I think he's still a wolf.
Yeah, it wasn't really made very clear, because you never see him
transform.
Yeah. I said Jackson's killing the whole police department.
I also have that Dr. D is some kind of advisor.
Yeah.
So that was kind of pointed out in that episode, because we're like trying to figure out
who he is.
Yeah, what's up with him?
He knows all this stuff.
Yeah.
Which I haven't even questioned at all since season 1. I haven't been like, where do you come from? Why do you know all this stuff?
Yeah, right?
Until now, and I'm like,
this is scaring me. I'm gonna need to twist this up. It keeps hitting my foot, and I think it's a bug.
Oh.
And so I just keep getting freaked out.
There you go.
And then we find out Peter is going to try and twist his way into Derek's mind. Next I have Derek should trust Scott, but Scott doesn't trust Derek at all.
Yeah, and the next thing that I have is Gerard is manipulative.
Oh, really? I mean,
I put Jackson's killing the whole police department.
Well, yeah.
But
we already know that, but like...
Yeah, but after that, I have Gerard is manipulative.
So the next...
I don't know why.
So the next thing I have is Dr. D has known Gerard for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
And Gerard's plans are going how he wants it to. So I guess, same kind of concept.
Guess. And then I put yay Derek, and I'm not quite sure why.
So I have that Matt is holding Noah, Scott, and Stiles hostage.
Yep.
I have the Kanema killed all the deputies. That Matt just has to think about killing someone, and Jackson does it.
Oh, yeah.
Gerard trying to get into Allison's head in a vulnerable moment.
Who?
Gerard is trying to get into Allison's head.
Maybe that's why I said Gerard is manipulative.
Maybe.
Because her mom just died, and he gives her that letter.
Yes.
And it was like, I didn't read it.
But I read it. Then I have Matt has Scott and Stiles delete/erase all evidence against him.
Yep.
And then...
Yay, Derek!
Derek to the rescue!
Bye, Derek.
Oh, okay. Well, fuck him then. Yeah.
So Derek shows up.
And Scott goes, oh, thank God.
And then Jackson comes along and slices his neck. And now he's paralyzed.
Yeah.
So, that help lasted quite long.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Allison's losing it. And she's gonna kill Derek.
Mm-hmm.
Matt knows about werewolves. Which was
a
fancy little thing to learn.
Yeah, and then I also said that he wants to tell Melissa about Scott, or that he wants Melissa to know about Scott. Are we at Melissa?
Not yet.
Arriving?
No.
Okay, then I think he said it to Scott and said something along the lines of, what if, like, Mommy Dearest found out or something like that? I don't know.
Yeah, the next thing I have is a quote about Matt and Stiles.
Mm-hmm.
Matt goes, "Except for you, Stiles, what do you turn into?" And Stiles goes, "An abominable...
An abominable...
Fuck!
Snowman!
An abominable... Fuck, never mind. Snowman. But it's more like a wintertime thing, you know? Seasonal."
Oh, Stiles.
And then, Kanema J, Scratch Stiles.
Yeah.
And it's, as Stiles is falling, he goes, "Bitch."
Doesn't he fall onto Derek?
Yeah.
That's a lovely
I love
scene.
that. Yes, I love that quote. "Bitch." And then Jackson did the finger wave, which I didn't. The creepy finger wave. He did it like real slow too.
Matt just like snapped in half this episode.
Oh yeah. Oh wait, I have another quote.
Oh god.
And this one is Stiles and Derek.
Uh-huh.
Well, Stiles, Derek, and Matt, like when he falls on top of him.
Yeah.
And Derek goes, "Get him off of me." And Matt goes, "Oh, I don't know, Derek. I think you two make a pretty good pair."
In his like serial killer voice.
Yes. And then Derek goes, "I still got some teeth. Get down a little closer, huh? We'll see how helpless I am." And Stiles goes, "Yeah, bitch."
I love Stiles and Derek.
Me too. Okay, now we're getting closer to Melissa.
Okay.
Matt shot Scott.
In front of Melissa.
Yeah.
And Melissa's freaking the fuck out.
Oh, so bad.
Obviously, because she doesn't know that he's gonna be fine. And he's telling her, "Mom, I'm fine."
Yeah.
And then Matt locks Melissa and Sheriff in a cell.
Well, no. Sheriff outside the cell, Melissa in the cell.
Yeah. You needed some Layla smooches to continue on with your life.
Apparently. I have makeup on. I was trying to not let you lick like my face. But ear works too. Yeah.
You're gonna make it.
The next thing I have is Stiles and Derek looking at each other, the faces they make when they're on the ground.
Yeah.
Because Matt's like full on losing it at this point.
Yeah. And then is this where Matt starts to turn into Lizard Man?
Yeah, I said Matt is dying.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure, but I
don't know. I don't know what that was.
Anyway,
I don't know if it was explained and we just didn't pay attention.
But I said Stiles' eyes looking at Matt. He was...
Yeah. So Matt starts getting some scales.
Yeah, he's losing it.
Yeah.
I said we're back to Allison wanting to kill Derek.
Allison needs to be a leader now, and then I said she took a dark turn.
Yeah. I said Allison will kill the pack if they get in the way of Derek. That hurt. And so Matt broke the rules. That's what it was.
Oh.
And he is now becoming the Kanema.
Got it.
Because you're only supposed to kill murderers, and he
That's right, and he killed a bunch of cops. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Derek is trying to speed up the healing process by shoving his nails into his leg, which was kind of grody.
Yeah. And then Matt is standing there and telling everybody that will hear him that he drowned, and then he found Jackson, and he killed...
Oh, so this is where they go over the...
But he did it in the beginning also.
Yeah.
So in the beginning,
but this is where they show... Yes. Yeah. This is where they show everything.
Yeah.
And so this is where we learn Matt and Isaac used to be friends.
Yep.
That Matt almost died. Well, did he die?
I think he drowned, and Mr. Leahy
brought him back to life.
Yeah.
Okay. And then and then we learn that if Matt takes photos of the people he wants dead, the cannibal will kill them.
Yes. So he's killing everyone that was involved in the drowning. So it's the whole swim team from 2006 and Mr. Leahy, who is the swim instructor.
Yeah. And then I said the hunters are here.
Yeah, the hunters arrive at the police station and shoot up the place.
Yeah, I said Allison shot Kanama J in forehead, and he just pulled it out.
Yeah, so the hunters want Derek and the Kanama because Derek killed Victoria, and the Kanama is just a menace to society.
Yeah.
Well, really, Matt's a menace to society.
Yeah, really. Also, I don't know what jump and stab Allison did, but I said Allison thinking she's cool with that jump and stab.
Yep. Well, so she jumped and stabbed the Kanama because they went into the garage or something.
Yes. And she looked so proud of herself, and then
and then he gets up 2 seconds later,
slit the back of her neck.
Yep. Oh wait.
Oh yeah, because then Matt shows up, and he said to Allison, "Remember how I said I'm not the kind of guy who would say something like, well, if I can't have her, no one can."
Well, I lied.
Yeah, it's not totally true because Allison, if I can't have you, no one can.
Yeah, I said Matt will kill Allison.
Yeah. Then Styles feeling like he can't help.
Styles can only watch.
I know, that's what I put. Sad. I was like, I know, it was so upsetting. I was like, and then Melissa seeing.
Wait. So we find out that Gerard's dying.
Oh yeah.
And he drops his pills in the hallway.
And it's.
Oh.
That was a different episode.
Correct. I'm glad you stopped yourself. Anyway, and Scott picks it up and gives it to him.
Yes.
And that's all I'll say about that. And then Melissa
sees
that about Scott.
Well, she sees Derek seeing Werewolf Derek.
Yes.
And the Kanama J fight.
Yes. And then Scott comes in to help.
Yeah. And then Melissa seeing Scott as a werewolf.
I said it was so heartbreaking because the way that she just backed away into the dark. I was like, no!
And then we find out.
Yeah.
Scott has been giving Gerard information and following his orders. Derek heard it.
Yeah, so I said Derek thinks Scott is working with the hunters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Gerard killed Matt by
drowning him. How unfortunate, Matt, that you died the same way that you never wanted to.
Yeah, and then Peter's over here watching Gerard, and
gets scared. It's like, I'm done.
We're done.
You're all fucking
That's
crazy.
It. And we're done. And Gerard and Kanama are bonding.
Yep. That was a good episode.
That was a good episode. It was a lot, but good episode.
I got through that pretty quickly.
Yeah, probably. But I have 3 pages worth of stuff about it, so to me, I'm I have a lot.
A lot of that was also quotes, though.
Yeah.
So
I know
I
spanned them over. Yeah. If I didn't put quotes, it would be a lot shorter.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that was one of my favorite episodes. I think it was just because it was so action packed, but there was so many huge revelations. Melissa finds out who's working with who. Matt's dead. So for some reason,
Matt also said the name of the episode. Yeah, I didn't put it down. I don't remember when, but I remember he said it.
Oh, okay, he probably did. But I was so
oh yeah, that was such an investing episode. Because I remember being like, oh shit. Oh.
I for some reason thought Matt lasted a lot longer.
Honestly,
but I guess not.
I forgot he existed.
So, same. Hence the reason we had no idea what the fuck his name was for
the longest time.
Well, I looked it up. I cheated because I was like, "Does this dude ever get a name?"
I kind of did too, but
and then the next episode I watched He gets a name.
Oh my god, I was like putting hashtags on some of the clips on our Instagram.
Yeah.
There's a lot of clips of Matt and like the actor who plays Matt on Instagram. I was like, I've never heard of this person before.
Interesting. I think it's because a lot of people, like myself, liked Matt for
the longest,
literally up until these past two, this episode and the last episode.
Yeah.
I thought he was so cute, and then he kissed Allison, and I was like, we're done.
And we're done.
But overall, love that episode. Episode 11 is called Battlefield. Sorry, I burped.
Oh, I was like getting ready for it, and I was like, okay. Gerard threatens to unleash the Kanema at the championship lacrosse game, and Derek struggles to hold on to his pack. Poor him.
This episode was okay. This was like, this is where they're all talking to the counselor about Matt.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I was like, the first thing I have is Matt had a fake relationship with Allison, and I was like, what?
Yeah. So
I also pointed something out in this episode that I just need to share after you.
Okay. So it starts with Styles talking to the counselor about Matt, and then how he feels tension with his dad and with Scott.
Yes. And in some of those flashbacks, I noticed, I don't know if it's like a sponsorship this season or something, but everyone shops at Macy's.
Oh yeah!
Did you?
All the bags are
all the bags. Yeah, they were all Macy bags.
Well,
I was
even, Lydia.
Yeah, I was gonna say even Lydia for her
party. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I would never shop at Macy's.
Must be.
Unless, like, I guess like I did when I was younger, but like I don't know, like I hit middle school and I don't think I've stepped in a Macy's. I've stepped in like Kohl's and stuff, which is very similar, I feel like.
Yeah, it is.
But I think
similar styles.
Macy's is by Dillard's in the mall, right? That's the store.
I think so.
Yeah, that's by the Wetzels.
No. Macy's is across from the Apple Store.
No, it's not. It is?
Yeah.
I don't think I've been in a Macy's.
And JCPenney's.
Yes, yes.
And then Nordstrom's is all the way on the other side.
I don't think I've been in a Macy's since I was like 13.
I was there last Saturday, but for a reason.
Yeah, different reasons.
Other than that, no. Because I always got like prom dresses from Dillard's.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I don't know, like maybe that's like the main store in their small town.
Oh, that could be. Yeah. Also, I went into JCPenney's the other day, and they have the cutest clothes.
I know. Kohl's does too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was gonna say, because like when I lived in Illinois, we had like a few kind of like main stores.
Yeah.
Because it was like we circled, like we had like 5 or 6 small towns surrounding each other.
Yeah.
And so it was like you had to drive 20 minutes away to a different small town to go into this store. And I think it was like JCPenney's or Kohl's or whatever.
It's probably JCPenney's, because
Yeah.
I've seen standalone JCPenney's.
Yeah.
Or Kohl's, I guess.
Well, it was, I know we have both over there, but it was like, that was like it was like our main shopping area.
Yeah.
Because it was like, we had an outdoor mall, but that was like for rich people.
Yeah.
And it's kind of sad because like it had like a Dick's and like an Abercrombie and Fitch, and it was like, unless we were going like school shopping, it was like we went to JCPenney's and Kohl's, and there was a Dick's over there too, but it was like, and we had Discovery, and which is like kind of like a discount store.
Yeah, so it must, one, it was probably a sponsor, but 2, it's probably like
they're claiming it as like their main store.
Yeah.
After our whole Macy's
conversation
that was like 20 minutes long.
That's all right.
So we see that Melissa is avoiding Scott.
Yeah.
Allison is avoiding Allison's also avoiding Scott.
Yep.
And I feel like there was a few other avoidances. I feel like, oh yeah, because Styles was saying that like Melissa is avoiding. So we see Melissa avoiding Scott, but we find out that from Styles that Allison's avoiding Scott,
Yep.
and that Scott's avoiding Styles.
Yep. And
Styles
Allison
is
and
avoiding
her,
his dad.
Yeah. Allison and her dad are getting closer.
Yeah.
I have Jackson messed up, but I'm not quite sure.
I don't have Jackson for a bit.
Huh. And then Styles says that Lydia is the most normal.
Yes.
One out of them.
Bunch.
Yeah, which is sad.
Yeah. And he says it, not us.
Yeah.
But I said the pack are a bunch of runaways.
Yep, they're 3 runaways. Isaac's missing.
Yep. Styles is feeling like a panic attack.
Yeah, he's not sleeping. He's hypervigilant.
Yeah.
And he's scared.
Yeah. And then GC.
I don't know what that means, but Gerard is in Scott's house.
Yeah, I think it's Gerard. Oh, maybe Gerard and Chris?
Oh, no, the Gerard and the Kanema are in Scott's room. Sitting there, and Melissa...
I don't know why I put GC. I don't know. But I assume it's Gerard said, if it's about survival, isn't a little agony worth it? Mm-hmm. And then he also said, if you're going through hell... Oh, guidance counselor.
Oh! Okay, erase Gerard. Start again.
Yeah, so the guidance counselor said, if it's about survival, isn't a little agony worth it? And she also said, if you're going through hell, keep going. Winston Churchill.
Yep.
Because that's a famous quote by her. Like, in the show.
Her. Oh, okay.
Yeah. In the show, it's like people a lot of like TikToks and stuff will have like when they're like my favorite quotes of the show, they'll have like that.
Yeah.
I've seen that a lot in there.
Yeah, so
Scott's been avoiding Gerard.
Yeah.
Gerard. So
Gerard shows up with the Kanema in Scott's room.
Mm-hmm. Because he's been avoiding him.
Yes. Scott, you've been avoiding me.
Yes.
Ugh, he's so creepy and weird.
Right? And we find out that Gerard came to avenge Kate.
Yep. And then the Kanema snatches up Melissa.
And she tells Scott to give Gerard what he wants.
Yep. Which is Derek in the pack.
Yeah.
But Scott has no idea where they are.
Nope. And Boyd and Erica hear a bunch of wolves.
A bunch of howling.
Or coyotes. I said either wolves or coyotes because we just heard howling. So I just... they think it's a new pack of werewolves. Yep. And they decide they're going to leave to join the different pack of werewolves.
Mm-hmm. Isaac is at the vet. And he finds out that he can smell cancer.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
But right before that, we find out Peter came to visit Derek. You know what? It's right around.
So Isaac's at the vet with
we find out werewolves can smell if dogs are getting better or not.
Yeah, well, so they can smell illness. They can smell cancer or whatever.
Whatever they have, they can smell if they're getting better.
And then Isaac also learns, and we learn, that werewolves can take some pain away.
Yes, I said the first ever time we see the werewolves taking away pain.
And I said, poor puppy.
And I said, cute Isaac.
The poor puppy's dying of cancer.
And then we also find out Isaac's going with Eric and Boyd.
Yeah, and then Peter and Derek are together.
Mm-hmm. Jackson's warning Danny to not be around him tonight. Yeah,
I said Danny cares for Jackson.
I love their friendship.
Yeah.
It makes me so happy.
Oh, I also put a side note about Peter really quick. I said that he's hilarious.
Peter is hilarious. I love Peter.
He's so funny.
Oh, for sure. The facial expressions?
He's a lot like Styles, except for Peter, his voice never changes.
No.
He's monotone the entire time he's speaking, and I think that's what makes him funny.
Yes.
And he's super sarcastic, but with Styles' voice changes depending on
they're different, but they're also so similar.
Yeah. So I just wanted to point that out because I said last episode that like last podcast episode, that I thought I was gonna like Peter.
I said I think you will too.
Yeah.
Just because I know Peter. I love Peter.
Yeah.
I love watching like edits of Peter because he's so funny.
Yeah.
So then we flash to the game.
Coach.
And Coach says a speech from his favorite movie, Independence Day.
Yep.
Derek's beating up Peter.
Oh, do we flash to that?
I assume so.
Okay, I definitely don't have that written down, but I have Gerard ruins everything. And after the speech, Gerard comes in and he's like, "Thanks, Coach, for that wonderful."
Oh yes.
And then Melissa's in the locker room, and I think she asks Styles, "Is this normal?"
Yeah.
And Styles says he does this every game.
Yeah. yeah.
And then Scott gets benched.
Scott does get benched because his grades are bad. I said serious Styles. I don't know what that means, but he's being serious. And then I have a quote from him.
Okay, so Styles says...
Yeah, so Styles says, "We're losing, dude." And Coach goes, "The hell are you talking about? The game hasn't even started. Now put on your helmet and get out there. You're in for Greenberg."
And then who does Coach turn to? Is it...
No, he's still talking to Styles.
Oh, Greenberg sucks. Styles sucks slightly less.
Yes. And he goes, and then Styles is playing like it was a big thing, and I loved it. And
the sheriff is so proud.
I know. And Styles, I said Styles play. Oh, he says Styles played with himself twice today.
Yeah.
Did you catch that?
Yes, I did.
Yeah. And then Noah's forgetting that Styles is on the team. He goes, "My son is playing. My son is playing!"
Yeah. And then we flash to the hunters making howling noises and being a bunch of bitches.
Yeah, I said the hunters are the wolves.
Yep.
Lydia made it to the game.
Oh, Lydia. And then I have Gerard as manipulative again.
Yeah, I said Gerard is planning to kill someone.
Yeah.
If Scott doesn't help him find Derek.
Yeah, he's like whispering to Scott.
Yeah.
From the bleachers.
I said Styles sucking.
It's hard to watch Styles play.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
So I put Styles sucking, Melissa, Noah, and Lydia believing in him.
Yeah.
Now they're embarrassed.
Yeah. And then I said, "Yay, Isaac, for helping Scott."
Yes, I said Isaac came to help the team.
He decided not to leave with the Erica and Boyd.
And then we flashed to Erica and Boyd running from the hunters.
Allison shoots Erica.
And I said, "Is Erica dead?" Because instantly she just goes down. I was like, ah!
Yeah. And then we
flash
Boyd.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say we flash back to, like, Erica goes down, we flash to Isaac. And I was like, Isaac smile, and him taking...
Isaac smiles at Jackson, and I loved it.
Yeah, and I said Isaac taking out the whole team.
Yep, pretty much.
And then...
Pulling a Scott.
And then I put Allison shooting Erica and Boyd over and over again.
And Chris yells at her and stops her.
Yeah.
Allison has problems this
Allison
episode.
has big problems this episode.
Yeah.
Then I put Jackson getting Isaac.
Yep.
Melissa wants Scott to help.
Yep.
Gerard thinking he can just give Scott Allison. I was like, no, sir.
I know.
That's not cool.
So Gerard, like, throughout the whole game is talking
like, you can have her. I don't need her.
Yeah. Yeah, and Gerard is whispering to Scott the entire game and is thinking that he runs the show, and he keeps telling him that he's going to kill somebody if he doesn't tell him where.
Yeah, he said he's going to kill Isaac.
Yeah. Next thing I have is Peter. So I don't know how far or how many things you have until then, but that's the next thing I have.
I don't have Peter.
So I have Peter and Derek talking, and Peter wants to save Jackson.
Oh. I said, yeah, the next thing I have is Scott to the rescue. And then Styles on the thing.
Okay, so this comes first. So Peter wants to save Jackson. Derek just wants to kill him.
Yeah.
But Peter says something to Derek along the lines of bring him back with a heart or something like that. They're at the house.
Yeah, I have a few lines down. I have Jackson barely as a heart. So I said Styles has the ball.
Yep.
And Styles made a goal.
And he runs.
And he scored another.
And he did so good. And he's good.
Yeah.
Oh my god, and Lydia is cheering for everybody's cheering.
Yeah. I said Jackson barely has a heart. And Lydia can save Jackson. And I think that's what they were talking about.
Oh yeah.
And then I put Styles is getting good at the game.
Mm-hmm.
And he's happy Lydia's there.
And then there was a blackout.
Yeah, and Jackson starts turning.
Yep, and
No. So it's Jackson starts to turn, they win, and then lights out.
Yeah.
And everyone is panicking.
Jackson is down. The lights come on, and Jackson stabs himself.
He's down.
And he's down.
He isn't breathing.
Nobody knows where Styles is. Where's Styles?
Yeah, nobody knows where Styles is. Jackson isn't bleeding. We found out he cut himself.
Yep.
It's a whole lot of something.
Yeah. So that's kind of a boring episode, I'm not gonna lie.
I enjoyed it. Happy honestly, I enjoyed the game.
Yeah.
Well, more than the whole episode.
So I'm happy for Styles, but I think any time that there's an episode with a game in it, it just like isn't my favorite. I don't know.
I enjoy it.
Yeah. I think it does slow things down a lot. I think that it helps the show cool off.
I also think that it helps prove that with everything going on and everything they're dealing with, they are still in high school.
Yeah.
Even though they go to school and everything, it's like this thing where, they are still kids. Like, they're on a sports team. Yeah. And because it's like, right now, we aren't getting many, like, classroom episodes.
Yeah, which kind of goes away a lot more throughout the seasons.
No, I think it picks up more.
Oh, you think so?
Oh, yeah.
Because in the first season, it was very
prominent.
And
then this season, it's very not.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of it takes place, at least in the next maybe 2 or 3 seasons. A lot of, like, everything takes place while they're at school. Yeah, I know at least season 3 and season 4 for sure, and I believe season 5 as well.
I don't think I'm gonna like it next season if it's the season that I'm thinking of.
Pause. What season?
Is it Void?
Void Styles. Season 3 is season 3 part 2 is Void Styles. I love Void Styles though.
I mean, he's super hot, but like it also pisses me off.
I don't know.
Okay, anyway.
But no, I feel like the first part of season 3, they're really in it.
Yeah.
And then the next part, they're really not in school that much because they're dealing with Styles and everything, and he was in the asylum.
Yeah.
So, and that's where the thing was, where he turns into Void Styles.
Yeah.
So.
Anyway.
Back from our rant again.
So we're on the season finale.
Yes. Woohoo!
End of season 2, thank God. I feel like we've been on this season for like 10 years.
I feel the same way. I'm so ready to get to season 3.
I'm just excited for something new.
I am too.
I started watching
new characters next season, which I'm excited for. Oh, you did start watching it?
Yeah, so I started. I watched like 2 seconds of it, but I'm excited.
Oh, I'm so excited! Literally, season 3 is one of my favorite seasons.
Yeah.
Part 1 or part 2, it doesn't matter. The whole thing, I enjoy it.
I know. I remember that season probably the most.
Yeah, it's a very very big season that like it's a hard to forget season.
Yeah, and season 4, I want to say I remember.
I love season 4.
And I don't remember season 5. Is there 6 seasons or 5
There's
seasons?
There's 6.
And I definitely don't remember season 6. Alright, so let's make sure these are on. Yep, cool.
I know, I just checked
one. I get scared now because of that one time we recorded for like an hour and they fucking died. Like 20 minutes in. Anyway. All right, so episode 12, season finale, is called Master Plan.
Questions arrive at the morgue as Scott and his friends mount a final stand against Gerard and the Hunters. Boom, boom, boom.
So Jackson's dead.
Oh, yeah. I said someone kidnapped Stiles. That was the first thing
Yeah, someone kidnapped Stiles.
I said it was the Hunters.
Oh, yeah, the Hunters have Erica, Boyd, and
Stiles. Yeah.
How unfortunate.
Yeah.
Actually, Gerard has
Erica,
yeah. Boyd. Well, no.
With his little hunter goons.
Wait. Okay, so all hunters, including Allison, have Erica and Boyd. Gerard
has
Stiles.
Yes.
And Allison doesn't know that he has Stiles.
Yes. And then we switch to Scott. Like, less important by the second. He needs to keep his grades up to play next season. Like,
well, I said it was such a sweet moment with Coach.
Oh, for sure. We need you. Oh, and I put Coach only hates Greenberg.
So did I. Okay, so there were only... Hang on, we need to go back. Just for a moment, because last episode there was a Greenberg mention.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty positive that, like, that was the first and only Greenberg mentioned in this season. Or first one mentioned in the season.
I think we had one or two early in the season.
So there's only been 3 Greenberg mentions in this season.
That's kind of sad.
I know! Anyway.
So, so Scott gets, Scott and Isaac are gonna sniff out Stiles. Yeah. And Scott gets his shirt and Isaac gets his shoe. Isaac was not happy. How come you get the shirt and I get a shoe?
Oh, Isaac.
And then Peter shows up and Scott didn't know Peter was alive.
Correct. Oh yeah, Peter's kind of been like laying low.
Yeah. And then Scott, Isaac, Derek, and Peter are all talking.
Yep. And then, it flashes to...
And then I have a Stiles quote.
Oh? Okay.
Scott can find me, all right?
Yeah.
He knows my scent. It's pungent, you know? It's like a stench.
Yeah, and then Gerard starts beating him up.
Yeah.
And it made me sad.
Yeah.
And he's a mean old man.
Yeah. And then I have a quote from Scott and Peter and Derek, and yeah.
It's about Melissa.
Yeah. He threatened to kill my mom, and I had to get close to him. What was I supposed to do? Scott said this. And then Peter said this. I'm going to go with Scott on this one. Have you seen his mom? She's gorgeous. And then
shut up!
Yes, Derek and Scott both. Shut up! And then I have another quote.
Okay.
From the same group.
Yeah.
Isaac goes, "Who is he?" And Scott goes, "It's Peter, Derek's uncle. A little while back, he tried to kill us all, and then we set him on fire. And Derek slashed his throat." And Peter goes, "Hi."
Hi. I love Peter. He's probably top 5 characters.
Really?
I have a lot of favorites. It's quite unfortunate.
Honestly, right now, Peter's like top 2. I mean, top 3.
Yeah.
It goes Stiles, Derek, Peter. No. Yeah, I guess top 5.
That's what I'm saying. I love Lydia. Right now, Allison's not my fave.
I could do without Lydia in my top 5 right now.
Chris.
So Stiles is definitely number 1.
Yeah.
And Derek's definitely number 2.
Yeah.
I would say for me, Isaac's number 3.
Yeah.
And then Peter.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe Dr. D.
I love Dr. D.
We don't see Dr. D a lot this.
No, but every time you do,
but
you're like, yeah, man.
Dr. D. I like that we just kind of stopped saying Dr. D and just started calling him Dr. D.
Yeah. And then
Gerard wanted to kill Derek.
Allison. I have Allison's being a bitch.
Oh.
Not quite sure why.
I'm sure yeah, I completely agree. I don't know why, but like I agree.
Yeah.
But we find out that Gerard wanted Jackson to die, and that he thinks he has won. And Chris broke Allison's bows.
Oh, yeah. And then Melissa's at the morgue.
Hold on.
Oh.
I don't know where this came from. I don't know, like, it was definitely a quote, but, like, not. Like, I didn't fully quote it. I just put it that Noah would pistol whip children for Styles.
Oh. Okay. I don't know what that came from, but alright.
And then...
Ow!
Yeah. So, like, between the people in the hospital and Derek and Peter, because they're in, like, their house, and Peter opens up, gets something out of the stairs, and Derek goes, "What is that, a book?" And Peter goes, "No, it's a laptop. What century are you living in?" And then I said Jackson's cocooning into a butterfly.
Yeah, so Melissa's at the morgue and goes to... That scared me, Beasley. You never make that noise.
Beasley, no. We don't bark.
So Melissa's at the morgue because she's going to check out Jackson for everyone. And she is super disgusted. And Jackson's cocooned in some slang.
Mm-hmm. And then Lydia goes to see Styles.
I have Sheriff looking for Styles, and the hunters let him go.
Yeah.
So, oh yeah,
when he gets back
Styles
home.
gets home, and then Lydia shows up.
So, in this scene, Lydia shows up. I would like to bring up. Oh yeah, so between there and this, Jackson does move.
Yes.
But so that's why she, like, calls the boys and everything.
Yeah.
But so we know when Styles offers Lydia a tissue and he goes, "I only found toilet paper," or whatever it was. Like, I don't have tissues. It was a box of tissues behind him.
Wow.
Thank you to the internet that I found out a few years ago. So now every time I watch that scene, I'm like,
buddy, you do have tissues, you liar.
It is sitting right, like, his bed is, like, his pillows are here, and it's, like, right here.
Oh my god.
Like, why is that right next to your bed, Styles? You dirty, dirty man.
Ew. And then
Styles is avoiding Scott. There's so much avoiding in this season in the past 2
I know. Okay, so Lydia goes to see Styles, and she's upset about Jackson, and I feel really bad for Styles because Styles will forever be in love with her, and it's really sad.
Yeah, and she finds all the presents he bought for her birthday because he wasn't sure what to get her.
And then we flash to Jackson, or back to the morgue, or whatever.
And he's turning into something bigger and
Yes.
badder.
Yes.
And then I have a quote from Styles and Derek as they are looking at this stuff. So it's Peter says it, or no, Derek says this. He's turning into that. That has wings. And Peter goes, "I can see that."
I know.
And then another quote from that same conversation. Peter goes, "Look, somebody actually made an animation of it. Maybe it's less frightening if we..."
Never mind.
Yeah, there's like a scream, and then he goes, "Nope."
Sure, welcome on, lay down. And then I have that. So Jackson's still alive. Obviously, we see. And then Chris is the good one now. Okay, so
okay. Hold on. I said, how easy is it for them to steal bodies from morgues?
Clearly pretty easy. I mean, I get Melissa being able to go in there. She works at the hospital. I'm not sure why it's so easy for everybody else to get in there, but yeah.
Yeah, so I have a few things before Chris is helping. Lydia is wanting to help Jackson. Styles has so much worry for Lydia that Styles has so much worry for Lydia getting hurt.
Yeah.
Can you guys stop? That'd be great.
No, they cannot.
Thank you. Gerard twisted his way into Allison's head. And then it's Chris helping Scott, and he goes, "My car is faster."
Yes, so Chris is the good one now. I think this is the episode where I really start to like Chris. But it was, like, instant. And I think it's because I knew that he was gonna help.
Yeah.
And I was like, yes.
I know, it was like a satisfying, like you knew, because like rewatching it, like and then I put Derek's doggy dog.
Yeah, I said Derek's being dramatic.
And then Peter goes, somebody certainly enjoys making an entrance.
Yes. And then Gerard joins the party.
Mm-hmm. Oh, no. Derek's gonna kill Jackson.
Oh, yeah.
And then Jackson stabbed Derek.
Yeah, so Jackson's back.
Allison shot Isaac.
I said, Jackson's back and badder than ever.
Yes! Allison shot Isaac. And then I thought it was so funny. The theme music started playing while they were fighting. Battle.
I heard it and I was like, oh my god.
And then fucking Peter watching from the background like,
ooh, get him. Yeah. Jackson gets Allison. Gerard will kill anyone to survive. Okay.
Yeah. Allison. I said Allison slicing up Isaac.
Yeah. And then
I said Gerard would kill his son to survive.
Yeah. So Gerard doesn't give a shit if Jackson kills Allison because Gerard wants to become a werewolf because he has cancer and he's dying.
Yeah, and so Derek bit Gerard.
Yeah, that went well.
Real well.
So Derek to bite Gerard so that Gerard can be an alpha.
And his blood turns a black.
Because
Scott has had a plan all of the long.
Skirt on back to episode 10 when I was like, Scott handed him his pill thing.
Wink, wink.
So Scott had replaced his cancer pills with Mountain Ash pills, which kind of fucked up, not gonna lie. I mean, like, I'm glad it worked, but like, also, he's dying of cancer. You freaking.
I put Gerard as spewing like a fountain.
Yeah, this like black blood stuff. Derek is not Scott's alpha.
I was gonna say, I wonder if you put that. And then,
Anyway, so Scott and Allison are holding hands. They break up again.
Mm-hmm.
And then
I said Jackson and
Jackson
and Lydia back together, united.
Yeah. Styles is brokenhearted.
Mm-hmm.
For Scott.
Yeah. No, he's upset that like.
Well, yeah.
But yeah. So I said Allison breaking up with Scott and Scott being okay with it because he will wait for her, and they give each other a goodbye kiss.
Yeah, and then we go to Erica and Boyd,
and they running away
from other werewolves.
Yeah. I said they run into a pack.
Yep. And then
hold on. Oh, I understand now.
Yes.
I said they fucked, and I was like, who fucked?
No. They're just absolutely fucked.
Yeah.
They're frocked.
They're frocked. And then I said
Dr. D
and guidance counselor are together. And I have a quote.
Did they get rid of Gerard? I think they did.
Well, I said he disappeared, so like.
Yeah. That's just my theory.
Yeah. So let's see who. Okay, so Isaac goes, "What is this? What does this mean?" Mm-hmm. And then Derek goes, "It's their symbol. Mm-hmm. It means they're coming." Mm-hmm. Isaac goes, "Who?"
The alphas.
And Derek goes, "Alphas." And Isaac goes, "More than one?"
Mm-hmm.
And Derek goes, "A pack of them."
Mm-hmm.
A pack of alphas? Mm-hmm. And they're not coming. They're already here. Says Peter.
Dun, dun, dun. And then Scott and Styles practice for Styles to be captain.
Yes, and Styles goes, Styles' 10-year plan to make Lydia fall in love with him now has to go to 15 years.
Yeah. And Styles is very serious about no werewolf crap.
Yeah. So Scott's helping Styles get co-captain, and he goes, No, so they're back to where they were from the beginning. No lacrosse, no popularity, no girlfriend.
Yep.
And Styles goes, dude, you still got me. And Scott goes, I had you before. And Styles goes, yeah, and you still got me. Okay, so life fulfilled. And then Styles goes, no werewolf. I said no werewolf powers.
Yeah, and that was how season 2 ended.
And it is my favorite ending to literally every season.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's very wholesome. It's very cute. It's
I wish they ended all seasons like that.
That was violent.
That was aggressive.
She chose violence.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very lighthearted. I really liked this season a lot.
I did too.
I liked it a lot more than I liked season 1. Season 1, though, for most shows is very, like...
iffy, because they're kind of like just like dipping their toe in the water, like, is it gonna?
Exactly. So
I honestly think, like, I really did like this season, but I think I will always hold a special place in my heart for season 1.
Yeah.
So
I don't think I'll ever watch season 1 again.
Okay. I've also just been avoiding season 1 and season 2 for a few years, so it was nice watching both of them.
Yeah. No, I'm definitely glad, because I mean, I don't do what you do and watch certain seasons of shows. I don't know. Just every time I rewatch a show, I have to watch it from the beginning.
I get that. I like to skip around. Like, I know I have favorite episodes, and so if I'm like feeling the need for like a little, like if I'm getting like, oh, I really want to watch Teen Wolf or Teen Wolf season 5, I'll put one of my favorite episodes on and be like, okay, I'm good.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Kind of gets it out of my system.
That's fair. It's a very good show, especially for the time that it was filmed.
Especially on MTV.
Especially on MTV. But season 2 is really good.
Yeah,
I think there was a lot of character development and a lot of relationships that were
it was very interesting.
Built.
Yeah.
And destroyed.
Yes. So let's see.
How many people died in this season? One person died? Like, for real?
For real, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like, main cast-wise in season 2.
Yeah.
Because, like, obviously there was a lot of people killed.
Well, yes, yeah. That's what I meant, like, our main cast.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, or no, I guess 2 people. Matt and Victoria.
Oh, yeah.
Called
that we know it for sure are dead.
Yeah. Who died in season 1? Did anybody die from our...
Yes.
Who?
Peter. But he got back.
Yeah.
I mean, technically he did die.
With supernatural shows and nobody staying
And Hale's
dead.
sister.
Oh, yeah. But she wasn't, like...
Yeah, I guess.
A part of the cast.
Really.
I don't know. But I thought it was pretty good. We didn't lose too much.
No.
This season. But yeah, overall, I really like this season a lot.
I did too. Definitely not my favorite season.
Every year.
Every season.
Every season.
Yeah. I was going to say, it's definitely not my favorite season, but it is a good season.
Yeah, it's a lot better than I remember.
Same.
So, alright, we're going to call it a day because the dogs are being very horrible and annoying. We hope you enjoyed season 2.
Yes.
If you have any questions or comments, or you want to email us, or whatever,
or concerns, or
you're tired of Teen Wolf, let us know.
Yes. We can do a break
one up seasons left, but we can do a movie in between or something.
Yes.
Yeah, let us know. Like,
comment,
subscribe. And
we'll see you next week.
See you next week. Bye.
Bye.